time to suit up, all you mentees, and talk about one brand new Marvel Omnibus coming out in October of 2024. So, join me. This video is sponsored by Marvel Comics, so thank you so much to David Gabriel and the folks at Marvel Comics for sending us advance notice of this new Omnibus coming out in October of 2024. And as always, please don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe, and ring that bell for notifications. And thank you so much to all you wonderful folks that have shared our videos. Alright, we are talking about one brand new Marvel Omnibus that is coming out in October. However, it's not really a brand new series. As a matter of fact, we've had a couple of Omnis with this particular team, if you will. And we are also continuing the breaking of the curse, as I like to call it. That started with Brian Michael Bendis' Ultimate Spider-Man Omnibus Volume 1. When it was reprinted, the curse was broken because we got a Volume 2 and then a Volume 3. And I announced the Volume 4. And also the reprint of that one title with the spoiler on it. So, the breaking of the curse continues because this book, the first volume, came out a few years back, but we never got a Volume 2, and people were like, where's Volume 2? It was just reprinted, and I guess pre-orders sold enough to get a Volume 2. So I'm very happy for all the people that have been asking me for a long time if there's a chance of this series, because it does wrap up the series. And of course, I am talking about Guardians of the Galaxy by Brian Michael Bendis Omnibus Volume 2. And that is due out in October of 2024. Now, before I go any further, let's take a look at the Standard Edition cover. And the Standard Edition cover here is supplied by Arthur Adams and features the characters of Thanos with Star-Lord and Rocket Raccoon and Drax the Destroyer and Gamora, the deadliest woman in the galaxy, and Groot. This is, of course, a team that would be featured in the movies, but the comic book counterparts have always been different, and that's what I love about the comics. So let's go ahead and take a look at the content together. So the content here is Guardians of the Galaxy, the 2015 series, 1 through 19, and the Free Comic Book Day 2016 Civil War II 1A story. And this is all because of Secret Wars. When Secret Wars happened, a lot of the comic book titles, like not just Guardians, but Daredevil and a bunch of others, got renumbered to a new number 1. It was still the same creative team of Brian Michael Bendis, but that's why it was renumbered. So that's why this is a continuation of Volume 1. And it also precedes the Jerry Duggan series, which was collected in omnibus format. So this is after the DNA stuff, so after the War of the Kings and Realm of the Kings, or if you have the Guardians of the Galaxy by Dan Abnett and Andy Lanning, it goes right after that, and right before the Jerry Duggan Guardians of the Galaxy Omni. And Infinity Wars was done in an oversized hardcover, so it goes right between the DNA Guardians and the Jerry Duggan Guardians of the Galaxy. And of course, right after Volume 1. Now, let's take a look at the direct market cover. So this direct market cover is also supplied by Arthur Adams. However, this time around, we're featuring a couple of other new characters, such as Angela and Venom there, and Captain Marvel and The Thing, who do end up joining the team of the Guardians of the Galaxy to make this an interesting mashup of classic Guardians and new Guardians. As a matter of fact, at the very beginning of this, there's a little bit of a time jump, not much, not like set in the distant future, but where you have Peter Quill taking a leave from the Guardians of the Galaxy to become an Emperor of Spartax, and that puts Rocket Raccoon as the team leader, and joining him is Venom, like I mentioned, but it's not the Venom, like Eddie Brock Venom. You can read for yourself who it is. Drax, Kitty Pryde is still with them, and of course, The Thing ends up joining them, because The Thing really didn't... he was in the Avengers and didn't really have a place because of the Fantastic Four, and then of course, Gamora making her return to the Guardians. So in here, they're going to face off against not just Thanos, but also the Skrulls. And then Angela makes a return to this particular series too. You have artwork in here from Kevin Maguire, as well as Nick Bradshaw doing some of the art, and Valerio Schitti. So all of it written by Brian Michael Bendis and wrapping up his run on Guardians. So hopefully the breaking of the curse will continue for the people that want a new Avengers Omnibus Volume 2 and a Volume 3, because that series can go on. This one, he only did these particular volumes. And these have been released in trade paperback before. And the hardcovers, there were 2 hardcovers. It's like Guardians of the Galaxy Volumes 4 and 5 are oversized hardcovers. That's what this pretty much collects. So what you're really missing from this era is the Black Vortex crossover with the X-Men. That wasn't collected in full in the previous volume, but there is an oversized hardcover of that. I would have loved to have seen those issues collected in here, but maybe we'll have some other kind of collection with that particular crossover with Star-Lord and the X-Men. But that is it as far as your announcement this time around. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of this, if this is good news for people that are wanting a new Avengers Omnibus Volume 2. And of course, which cover you're going to pick up. It's really hard with both of these being Arthur Adams. I love his artwork. But that's it, everyone. Stay healthy and safe out there. Much love.